Welcome to ITA's video channel. In this video, I'll show you how to display vertically curved pipes with profiles. If I zoom closer, for example here, I have a vertical curve and I use pipes so it looks segmented because Civil 3D doesn't allow to have a vertically curved pipes. But for some clients, this is unacceptable because they want to see nice and smooth curve. How can I do it? In other videos, I showed how to create vertical alignment for the pipe network. So let me go to Profile View Properties and I will turn on the vertical alignment which I use for my design. Let me click OK. So this is my vertical alignment. I will probably remove those labels because there is quite a lot. So let me go to Edit Labels and then I go to Import Label Set and I will use no labels for now. But of course I can display labels if I wish to. And maybe I may consider displaying labels instead of those pipe labels. Let me actually delete them. So I go to Select Similar, I will delete all pipe labels, and then I go to back to Edit Labels, and I import label set. There are quite a few options. I will use one which displays grade radius length for now to keep it very simple. OK. And for the vertical curve, I can position the value as I wish. I will come back to vertical alignment style because I probably don't want to display those tangents. But for now, I need to create another profile that will follow the outside bottom. How can I do that? First, I will measure the height of the pipes. Let me go to use command distance. And I will measure from here to there. It is 0.7. And because my profile view is 5 times exaggerated, so 0.7 divided by 5 is 0.14. So that will be value that I will use for offset profile. Let me zoom out. You might also have a pipes with the various diameters. What it means that you can create multiple profiles with the various offsets. And another important thing to note is that I designed pipe outside top. But in some cases, you might need to design the pipe inverse, so then you need to offset up. So it all depends on your situation. And when it comes to vertical alignment design, the vertical curve radius, you might need to specify it for the invert level and not for the outside top as I did. But it all depends on the situation. So now let me create a new profile from the existing profile. I will select Profile and then I go to Edit Profile Geometry. This is the profile name. I will use a command to create a copy. So let me do that now. And I can create new profile. That's exactly what I want. And this is very important. If you have a various diameters along the alignment, you may consider creating a profile for one diameter and then the other profile for other diameter because you can use a various offsets. I will use a one profile for the entire length and then I click OK. It seems like nothing happened, but if I escape and if I select the profile again, it selects the upper one, which is the new one, the copy. And I will lower it, which is the icon next to the copy icon. And I will use a value minus 0.14, minus because I want to offset it down. And here you can specify whether you want to use that value for the entire range or only for a specific range. I will use entire range. And now if you had a multiple profile, so you can use a various offset for each and every profile. You may also consider to use different offset for each range, but it doesn't work that well, but you can try it. Let me click OK. And I have a second profile. If I regenerate, the pipe network should be exactly on the profile, but I'm not using the profile for anything else but display. So even if there was a slight imperfection, it would be still fine. Then I want to turn off the pipe. So I'm going to Layer Manager, then I go to Water Filter, I go to Water, Profile View, and I will turn them off. And this is the result. And now I can modify those styles. Maybe I don't want to display the tangents. In fact, I can go to Edit Profile Style, and then I can go to Display tab, and I can turn off line extensions. If I do that, the circle will still be visible because this is a marker. So I need to go back and I can go to Edit Profile Style, Markers, and there is a one marker at a PVI point. I will set the style to none. Then I click OK and OK. And I will also double check the color that I'm using here. So let me go to Edit Profile Style again. And under the Display tab, I'm using green color, which will be printed 0.35 millimeters if I use a IDA CTB file. But now you can see that the line weight is specified here, but I believe CTB file will override that value. But if I want the line to be 0.5, I would change it to cyan. Let me click OK here. I can close this window. And this is basically result. Let me go to Profile to see the way it looks. And this is basically outcome. I will regenerate just to see if I can smoother those curves, and they look definitely better now. Of course, the label can be moved. I didn't round the values nicely, so it looks a little bit ugly, but that's not important. Let me zoom out, and I can display the pipes. At the bridge, it might look a bit ugly because that's the way it is, but otherwise, the outcome looks very good. If it happens that the labels do not display, that's simply because you need to regenerate your viewport, and once you regenerate it, then the labels do appear. So although we turned off the pipe style, all the labels are still in a profile view. I can also go to model space, then I can zoom out and you can see all the labels are here, although I'm displaying the profiles in a profile view, not the pipe.